Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today we're going to visit again with the Note series, and we're going to be discussing Lactonic fragrances. This is one of the last 4 Note series videos I'm going to do this year. We got a little sidetracked. We were doing other things on the channel, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and finish these last 4 because they come highly requested. So Lactonic fragrances, for anyone who isn't aware, those are like milky, creamy fragrances. So you're going to have notes of whipped cream. A lot of times you're going to find almond there too. A really beautiful, creamy, like almond milk note. Also any kind of milk. If it's hot milk, steamed milk, you know, whatever version of milk. You also have, like I said, whipped cream and dulce de leche, certain things like that that will let you know that the fragrance may have a lactonic vibe, feel, or quality to it. So now keep in mind, I have quite a few lactonic fragrances in my collection, but just because it's lactonic to everyone else doesn't mean that's what pulls heaviest for me. I know a lot of people consider heavy coconut fragrances to be lactonic as well because of the creaminess, and that's fine. I don't focus on a lot of the coconut fragrances in my collection for this list, but I think that there's something here for everyone, different variations and versions of lactonicness. So let's jump right into the video. These fragrances are in no particular order, but first up we're going to talk about Coffee Break from the House of Maison Margiela, or Replica Coffee Break. This is coffee and milk. There are some beautiful notes in here. You have pepper in here, you have some cyan benzoin, there's also lavender and orange blossom. There's a lot going on in here. That cypriol oil. I know most women that don't like this say that the lavender is too strong and it pulls masculine on them. Y'all know I don't like masculine fragrances, so I could not disagree more. But again, our noses are different, and that's what makes this fragrance journey so much fun and so interesting and intriguing and exciting, because even someone that you're sitting next to, or you can be raised in the house with, or you can be identical twins with, could have such a different take on something than you. But I pick up so much on the coffee and the milk in this. And I love it. It smells to me exactly like I make my coffee. I'm that girl that makes coffee and then puts in a ton of creamer. And if the creamer doesn't have any sweetness, a ton of sugar. Well, not a ton of sugar anymore. As I've gotten older, I don't like as much sugar, but it's definitely sweet. And my coffee is definitely like more of my skin complexion, like a really, really light tan where you know it's just filled with cream. It's almost like I really don't want to taste the coffee. So then it makes you wonder, what's even the point? This next fragrance is a sandalwood powerhouse, but it has notes of whipped cream and vanilla, and together, along with chestnut, this is such a beautiful, creamy, smooth, lactonic vibe in a fragrance. This is Zadig and Voltaire. This is Her. I love this fragrance so much, and I really wish it was more inclusive. Now, because I am a bit of a fanatic when it comes to the note of sandalwood, I really love sandalwood. I am in love with this fragrance. I have no complaints, 0 complaints at all. The projection, the longevity, if you're looking for a powerhouse fragrance, this is it. It's nice and creamy and smooth, but loud, baby. So I almost wish I could talk to the perfumer and say, hey, let's make this more inclusive. Let's involve more women, so to speak, because those are the people who've been complaining to me. I haven't had a complaint from a man about the sandalwood. But to be more inclusive for women, I wouldn't mind taking this exact formula and dialing back the sandalwood 25 to 50%. I feel like if we did that, then more women would be able to appreciate the masterpiece that this is. The sandalwood scares them off a bit. So if we dial that back, reel it in, man, the whipped cream, the chestnut, it just... I love it. I wish I could do that for you guys, because I've seen so many of you say, man, I really want to love this, but the sandalwood just pulls too masculine for me, or the sandalwood is just too much. If I could change it for you, I would, because I really think we should all have this in our collection. This next fragrance has notes of marshmallow, almond milk, and vanilla to go along with the other notes in it. But those are the notes that really make this lactonic and milky and creamy. It's so pretty. It's every bit of a Netflix and chill fragrance for me. I don't ever wear it out of the house because it doesn't project like I would want it to, but it smells so good sitting so close to your skin. And of course there's a vodka note, which I don't pick up, but look at the packaging. It's a martini glass. Of course there's vodka in it. This is Pepe Jeans for Her. Yes, I've talked about this a lot. I think this made my almonds list from my note series. And also too, guys, just as a side note, there's so many people who come in on my videos and they're like, oh, I wish you would do this video. I wish you do that. I wish you do a pear video. I wish you do an amber and almond video. Honey, I have. Go to my playlists, look at my note series, and just watch your heart out. This next fragrance has a bottle that is so stunning because I do believe that this house, I started off being a glass maker. This is Soleil from Lalique, or Lalique Soleil. Gosh, this bottle is stunning. This is such an almond fragrance. I'm talking about there's like candied almond, bitter almond, regular almond, roasted almond, you know, pickled almond. I'm kidding, but there's lots of different kinds of almond in here. There's praline in here, there's sandalwood. This is one of those fragrances where I think the lactonic creaminess comes from the almond. I don't remember there being milk or marshmallow or anything in this fragrance, not that I've ever seen before, and not that I necessarily pick up on. But almond, again, is a note that I find in a lot of these fragrances that are pulling lactonic. So it could be because once it's crushed up and all that stuff, you know, like almond milk, that makes sense. If you can make milk from it and it becomes creamy and lactonic, then yeah, it can pull that way in the fragrance. But I've talked about this fragrance before. It's really pretty. It's another one that sits close to your skin. It is way too expensive still for the projection and longevity. Don't spend more than 50 bucks on this. And 25 of that is because the bottle is so pretty and it comes with a bracelet. Other than that, this isn't any type of, I don't want to say it's not remarkable because I do think it's pretty. And if you love the note of almond, this is really worth having. It's just that price, y'all. I cannot. Milk, sugar, and vanilla. You don't need much more to pull off a beautiful lactonic vibe in a fragrance. This one also has some rose, some lily of the valley, bergamot, green notes, whatever green notes means. This is by Killian. It's called Kissing Burns 6.4 calories a minute. Want to work out? Or affectionately Kissing, to give you the shorter version, which is why the letters are in red. But this is a really pretty fragrance. I just love that whole line, really. I love Princess. I love this one. Very smooth, creamy vibes to this one. And I love green in fragrances, you know, green with vanilla, and that's what you're going to get here. So if you haven't tried this one, get your nose on it. These are a really hefty price as well for it to be such a small bottle, but I don't know. It was worth it to me to be able to try the line. So I do love the lactonic vibe of Kissing. This next fragrance intrigued me so much because of the notes. Like, I had to giggle when I read them. There's like, just to get the simple stuff out of the way, there's cashmere wood and sandalwood in here. Then there's like vanilla milk, vanilla sugar, vanilla orchid, Madagascar vanilla, and vanilla bourbon. Like, are you serious? This is from the House of Dua, and this is called Era of Vanilla. Era, like Tara, T-E-R-A. Well, this is E-R-A, but yes, this is such a phenomenal vanilla fragrance. Like, come on, y'all. It's so, there is the sugar in here. Whoo, honey child, please, baby. Yes. Sometimes I forget how good this is. And I have been in a fight with myself because I'm working on doing a Dua Vanillas video for you guys. There's 4 of them that are just powerhouses to me, that are the only ones I need to speak about. And when I tell you, depending on the day, depending on my mood, depending on if I'm craving anything, depending on the season or the weather outside, I could switch up between all 4 of them. They are fantastic and phenomenal in every way. But this one has a vibe just all its own. They all do. But right now, because I'm talking about this one just has a vibe all its own. I love Era of Vanilla. I love the name. Because yeah, when you're dealing with that many types of vanilla and sugar and milk and things like that, you're just going to get something so incredibly beautiful. It's going to be beautiful, which is what Era of Vanilla is. So yeah, you want Lactonic? There you go. We have another one from the House of Dua, and this is inspired by Xerjoff's Italica. This is called Italiano. It has lactonic notes in it. That's literally a note. It says lactonic notes. I do believe that there's also milk in here as well. There's like some buttered toffee. Like there's just yummy goodness in here. This is one of the best smelling things I've ever smelled in my life. This fragrance, there are no words, but there is a little bit of a lactonic vibe to it, especially the more it warms up on my skin. I absolutely love this fragrance. And yeah, I just wanted to give you guys some different variations of lactonicness. You know, you don't always have to be just so milk, 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 milk. Sometimes it can just be a creamy nuttiness. It could be a more whipped, frothy thing. It can be, this is so good. This is so good. I think Italiano really is in the running for, you know, my favorite Dua. Last but not least, definitely not least, because this thing right here is just so much fun for me. It drives me crazy with its peekaboo nature, but I really do enjoy the compliments I get. I enjoy the lactonic vibe, the sweetness, the muskiness, the beautiful coconut and whipped cream combo in this. It's just, you know, it is what it is. This is Ariana Grande's Cloud Intense. Again, sometimes I spray this on and can't smell it anymore, but everybody around me is just ranting and raving about how great I smell, and then it just comes back out of the blue. If the wind hits or if I move to the left or move to the right, this one gives me that peekaboo quality, just like MFK Baccarat Rouge 540. So, and not, they don't smell alike to me. Like, again, guys, I don't subscribe to this Cloud is a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540 thing. If you smell those two side by side, I don't see how you can say that. If you're just going based off of memory, like if you smelled Baccarat Rouge a month ago and then you smell Cloud, yes, I get it. And just like people say with Burberry Her, just because MFK made them both, y'all gotta stop it. Y'all really gotta stop it. So this one here just has the peekaboo quality of MFK 540 Baccarat Rouge, but the smell is completely different. This is very pretty and creamy and lactonic, and the lavender is dialed back so much in this one from the original. I really barely pick it up. Let me not say that. I absolutely pick it up, because that is just a signature quality of this line, you know, this and the original. But this one here, the lavender's not as loud. So if you couldn't do the original Cloud, if it came across a little herky-jerky or screechy to you because the lavender stood out too much for you, try this one. Try this one, especially if you actually liked where Cloud was going, but it just couldn't make it to go and, you know, past go and collect the $200. So I do enjoy this one a lot. I feel like we play tag or peekaboo, you know, and a perfume that will actually play games with you is kind of nice, you know. So I'm not going to talk about the conversations we have because then y'all will start judging me, but it is what it is. I digress. Cloud Intense 2.0, the last fragrance on my lactonic list. Thank you guys for spending your time with me today. Please do not forget to click the like button as well as join the Terra Squad. Hit that subscribe button and then go ahead and check the notification bell so that you never miss any of my future uploads. At least I hope you don't. I know a lot of you are subscribed and you have your notifications hit, and then sometimes you don't get notifications. So I try to let you guys know in my community tab, but as well as Instagram when I upload. But just keep coming to check in on me every day and see what you find new. I want to talk to you guys in the comments. Make sure you drop your favorite lactonic fragrance in the comments for me. You know I'm always on the lookout for something. I'm supposed to be on the no-buy, but these sales is testing me, y'all. Even though there's nothing, well, I've created a new wish list. Ain't that something? I'm so trifling. I just finished that wish list, and somebody actually said that once. I was in like a Facebook group or something like that. Someone said, what do you do once you finish your wish list? Do you just use the perfumes you have? Like, that was a foreign concept. Yes, you use the fragrances that you have. But if you keep testing and sampling and watching FragCon videos, you will assuredly, most assuredly, have a new wish list like I do now. I'm not even going to dive into it. I will see you guys in the comments. And until then,